our wife keep watching.
You're Blocked with Eden Middleman and Simona Catalano.
Thank you for coming back to another week of You're Blocked.
Yeah.
Cheers.
And we're together.
It's like hilarious that it's like Monday morning for you guys. We're drinking.
Good morning.
We start the week off right.
We can't even pretend like we didn't drink.
Start the week off right though, guys. I look like I'm ready to go golfing.
Are you going golfing?
Oh my god, no,
I'd rather die.
We could drive the golf carts, whatever.
Yeah, race. We can race.
I'm a professional race car driver. Eden knows that.
Lots of shit on our fucking minds. This topic is so near and dear to our hearts.
It really is.
It's like ridiculous. It is a make it or break it for me in so many regards. The people you decide to spend your valuable free time with.
Yeah.
What that says about you, why are you choosing to spend time with those fucking people?
Like either you're friends with someone from like, you know, the get-go, it's a childhood friend, or you've met someone and you've clicked with them and you just think that like, okay, we're just gonna like advance together and we're gonna grow and
we're gonna be best friends forever.
Exactly, except we are gonna be best friends forever.
Because we met later in life.
Exactly.
So it's different.
So it's different. But the early ones, you tend to weed out eventually, and you'll probably ignore those signs.
Absolutely
initially.
Yeah.
And you'll get yourself into some trouble by doing that.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, the friends that you decide to hang out with and associate yourself with, single, taken, doesn't matter what the situation or circumstances are, says a lot about who you are. Because we're not born into these friend groups.
Listen. If they're an awful person, they're a fucking awful person. If you don't want to be associated with that and that's not how you want to represent your own fucking brand,
listen to this.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Pull the trigger. Pull the fucking plug.
Pull the fucking trigger.
That's not a vibe.
Russ, pull the trigger.
Fuck cares?
My ex, I'm going to expose him a little bit. So before he met me, had shit friends. And then when he was with me, he let go of those shit friends. Not because there was a gun to his head. Not because I told him to. I just said, these are terrible people. They don't have your back. He realized that when push came to shove, nobody was there for him. So he decided to let them go because he was trying to grow and become a better person. And that was his motivation, essentially. So every time we broke up, he'd run back to these terrible, terrible human beings. Like garbage, drinking, partying, disgusting fucking bitches, mistreating people, leaving my ex to like fucking die on the floor after he drank his brains out.
Ew.
Didn't have his back, were his boys, but made him become, you know, just like a terrible person. When you pick your friends, single or taken or whatever the fuck it is, there are repercussions to it. There's positive repercussions. Is that the word, repercussions?
Yeah, sure.
There are
benefits.
There are positive benefits and negative repercussions.
Exactly.
And if you don't learn,
love that for us.
If you don't learn from your mistakes and change and make sure that you're streamlining your life and who you decide to hang out with, so that's a reflection of who you are, because it really is, right?
Yeah.
To me, I think it's very important because you might think he's one way with you behind closed doors, but when he's out in the real world and he needs to be by himself, right? Because you're not attached by the fucking hip. Then what? Then who are you? For example, if a guy's dating me and sees that my friends are terrible people, he's gonna look at me and be like, why the fuck you hang out with them?
Yes, exactly.
You're acting one way, but then you have shitty friends. Who the fuck really are you?
Yeah, I agree with you in the sense where I always make sure that, you know, I mean, well, I don't have many friends these days, and I don't give a fuck.
Neither do I.
Either. Like,
yeah.
Swear to God, I have 2 friends, and like, if you meet both of them, then like, basically we have to get married tomorrow. When it comes to meeting his friends, if you're in, you know, you're getting to that stage where you meet his friends, and like a lot of his friends are very, you see that they're very warm, good-hearted, genuine people, and they treat you well, and they're nice to him, and they support him, and they have his back. That's the main goal. I think that you're looking for his friends to be genuine to him and good to him and be positive reinforcements in his life.
Respectful.
Sometimes I found myself in a situation where I'm like, all of his friends are good, but he's really close with one boy, and this guy treats girls like fucking shit. He's out here playing the game.
Tough, yeah.
He's being an asshole, whatever. But my dude is so close with him. Creates a little bit of doubt in your head. You're like,
what?
Like what? Like,
are
you
not
like
you,
this?
like,
do you know what I mean?
Trust
and here
issues.
is exactly. And here is where we think you need to like assess the situation. If he's good with you two as a unit, so like let's say you're going to like brunch with him on Sunday. It's like you and your man and Bobby. And Bobby's great, like loving life, thriving, thinks you guys are great. Like he wants to be like your fucking Joey to like Monica and Chandler. Like that's great. We love that for you. You're a Joey. But if he's trying to like pull Chandler in, like make him his like +1 to like wheel girls, that's where I'm gonna step in and be like, you need to chill.
See you later.
Right the fuck now,
See you
because that's not his vibe. I'm his vibe. You know what I mean? You need to gauge it. You need to gauge where the boys are at and who they have in their mind. Like, who's a priority? Like, your man and you, or like getting pussy. You know what I mean?
You know what the biggest indicator for me is? When we're drinking or we're going out and I see my man in the natural dynamic
with
of
the boys. With the boys.
Yes, bitch. The true colors come out. I'll tell you something, because he'll be baby and quiet and awkward and shy, but the minute
the boys
turn
come
around
out,
and he goes to the boys and hangs out with the boys for a minute or two, and you see him become another next level person.
He becomes a boy.
He becomes a fucking boy. You're like, oh, I only date men. But I will say that it's completely normal and natural for people to adapt to the environment.
Yes.
So it's like, for example, I might be more hyper with Simona, whereas another friend I might be more mellow. And that's okay, but I'm never, who I am to the core, what I believe in, my choices, my decisions are never skewed by that, right? So it's like, it's okay that your man's a little bit more hyper with his boys, but if he's going out being sloppy?
Yes. Here's the thing. Do you trust him? This is a big question. Do you trust him to go out and have a boys' night? No! You don't? Like, here's the thing. I think you need to. And if you don't, red flag.
Red fucking flag.
Red fucking flag.
Red flag. That is That is why I had issues with my ex, because I knew if this guy was without me for 5 minutes, he'd get himself in shit. He'd get himself in shit. That's the problem here. And you can do it.
This is the problem.
But you guys can say too, and I actually got called out by one of his friends saying he's his own man. He can make his own decisions. We don't need to baby him. 100%. That's facts. That's fucking right.
Here's the thing. Don't do he's his own. Yes, everybody's their own fucking.
He's his own.
Yeah, like okay, we get it. He's his own person. I'm my own fucking. Yes. I'm my own fucking person. I make my own decisions. But my friend, if I have a bad thought that I think is like kind of funny, like 1, 2, like let's say we're in Vegas, I'm like let's be exotic and let's fill in the blank. And Eden's like, I can see why you think that's fun. Like
it's fun.
It's fun, but let's sit with it for a minute and reassess in 10 when you're sober. You know what I mean? Like your friend should do that for you.
Check you.
I can't snap that quick.
Fucking check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I can't snap that quick. Anyways, she needs to check you. If your friend's not checking you, like, and I always know she's gonna check me. That's why I like say the most weirdest things just to make sure she's not drunk. I'm like, let's do this. And she's like, fuck no. And I'm like, yes, one of us is sober. One of us is sober.
I want to be the best version of Eden that I can be. And I can't do that all the time alone. I need other people to influence me, challenge me, and bring me up and help grow me. And I think that when you have a good friend who's on that level, if not a little bit above you, that can inspire you to be better and to do better, then you know, friends, like, that's how it should be. But wow.
I think that it's important to check your friends.
I was here and my friends were barely treading behind me at the time. And I was just like, okay, I'm not saying I'm better than them. I'm just in a different place.
Exactly.
And these people are bringing me down. And I can't do that
They're
anymore.
like pulling you back.
They're bringing me back. So this is what I've realized, and I've actually put this into practice, and this is how I view life. And I've told you this multiple times. If my standard is here, but I keep settling for my childhood friends, and I keep settling for the man that has shitty friends, and I keep settling for a shitty person, I'm lowering my standards, and this is what I'm going to attract for the rest of my fucking life. If I've already made it here...
I'm attracting that!
No, but for real, if you bring things down and settle, you're going to be here. That's just the natural way of things going, right?
We don't want that.
So when you put your standards here and you start cutting and you realize, okay, there's less people in my life, but the people that are here, my fucking ride or dies, that's all you need. It's quality versus quantity. This 100%. Is facts. We know this.
It takes a minute to get to a place where you're okay. Here's the thing. You need to be okay with yourself and be confident in who you are as a person and what you offer and what you bring to the table.
Absolutely.
And you have to be okay with being alone sometimes. You have to be okay hanging out and vibing with yourself. You need to ultimately be okay with yourself. Can you look at yourself in the mirror And are you happy? Are you proud? Are you okay? You need to make some hard choices.
That's right.
Like leaving that friendship behind, which is so hard. But when you wake up, there comes a day where you do wake up and you realize that you don't mean as much to that person as they did to you.
Bottom line, it's your worth. What you think you deserve.
Get it tatted.
What you think you're no, honestly, my ass is gonna be tatted with that. If you
Riding reverse cowgirl. No, your worth.
My worth. Fucking good, daddy.
Oh,
Okay.
imagine if
Anyways,
that's not edited out. Sorry, mom.
We're definitely keeping that in. People miss that. If they're respectful, and this is in a relationship.
Of you and him.
Yes, of you and him and her, and whatever the fuck the situation is, then that's great.
As it pertains to you as a unit.
Yes, as a unit.
As
wow,
a
you're
unit.
using some words, eh? Pertains.
As a fucking unit!
When you spend time with your boyfriend, it doesn't always have to be segregated from everybody else in your life. Like, it shouldn't be like a different island for your friends.
Right. And it also shouldn't be like, if it's me and her time, it shouldn't be like always your boyfriend's coming along.
No,
either.
there needs to be a division, but there also needs to be comfort in knowing that they can come together.
It needs to be a good mix of the both. It does.
Yes.
You can't be like, oh my God, you're coming for dinner, and then last minute, like, Joey's coming. Like, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, no. I hate when people do that. When people say it's just one-on-one, and then they like bring friends.
And then it's like later, it's like Joey's here. And then it's like they're just paying attention to Joey, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go make TikToks in the kitchen.
I'm just gonna go send nudes to my
like, I'll just talk to your mom and make apple pie. Like, it's good. It's cool.
Awkward.
That's why the moms are also like, make sure you're good with the moms too.
You and your
They
tips,
come
eh?
in handy. Like, I have a lot of tips. Been through a lot of shit. Like, so that's where we stand. Like, moment of silence.
Moment of silence for all those fucking idiots with shitty friends.
Moment of silence while we remember our thoughts.
God bless
so
you.
drunk.
Oh my God, I hope you guys figure out your worth. That's rude.
Oh, we hope that you guys learned something from our degenerative
something.
TED Talk. We have the giggles.
Okay, hold on. Outro eating.
Keep this in.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. All our links will be in the bio, including our OnlyFans. Psych, you wish. Maybe. Should we do that?
Oh my God, this is how we're gonna move to LA.
Okay, bye guys. We're gonna go book a flight right now after we make an OnlyFans account. See you.
Oh my God, shout out to coronavirus. We fucking hate you. Fucking asshole.
Fucking bitch.
Fucking bitch. We're running out of time.
See you guys back here next week.